I can't believe I just talked to myself about my inventory. He has the same motion for doing everything.
That delivery guy was still there.
God. Okay, this is Jack. This is awesome. This is Mike's really cool friend.
Hey, that's
okay?
Jack.
Okay.
He likes to think he's tough with that motorcycle and all.
Hey.
He's about the only new friend I've made since I returned home.
Sorry, Mike, I sat on a cucumber.
Well, are you just gonna stand there gaping at me, Mikey boy, or are you gonna take a load off your feet?
Man, you're so cool.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to sweep the sleep cooties from your eyes and get your butt motivated.
Do they have their arms
So,
around each
how's
other?
my favorite mental case today?
Don't joke about my nervous breakdown,
This
Jack.
is the actor has a
thought
big
you were my
bald
friend.
spot you can see, too.
Relax, Michael boy, relax. Geez, you must be under a lot of stress. They say your sense of humor is the first thing to go.
Thanks, Fonz. I mean,
The
Jack.
sheriff thinks I murdered
You have
Rita.
weed, right?
Yeah, I know. I overheard Deputy Brown talking in the diner. You're the #1 suspect.
Wow, word gets out.
You overheard the deputy? That's great. Everyone must know by now.
That deputy is such a gossipy
small
character.
town.
But is he
People
genuinely
talk.
pleased or sarcastic?
That could work to our advantage.
I can't
I
tell.
like it.
Gilbert's not really selling me on this. I'm too
What should
hungry
I
to
do?
think.
Not to worry, Mikey boy. I've been giving your situation some thought, and I think there's some things Sheriff Butler overlooked.
Don't worry, Detective Phoenix Wright, a.k.a. Jack, is on
I'm
the
too hungry to
case.
think right now, Jack. How about joining me at the diner?
Jack
I
thinks
think
he's
I'm
really
very
cool with that
welcome
off-screen
there. Right after that
motorcycle.
stunt I pulled with the
It's just
jukebox.
over to the
Let's
right.
meet
You
here after
can't
you've
see
done
it. It's
stuffing your
beautifully
face.
rendered, though.
Look, let me just mow the pixelated grass
I've
before
got
we
an
go.
appointment with Dr. Sims soon. Let's get together afterwards.
If it's
You
okay with my
seen
mom,
that
that is.
quack? Don't waste your time
My
with
mom
that
put
head
these
shrinker.
flower pots on
Listen
them.
to
They're
your
half
old
the
pal
size of
Jack
people.
Instead. Okay,
Look at
we'll
those.
meet here after
Shit.
you're done with Dr. Sigmund Freud.
Oh.
Ooh.
You know, Jack, I still can't remember what happened that night.
Just keep telling everyone
Nothing
that.
happened. You know that, and I know that.
Why would you know that exactly?
It's hopeless.
Finger guns!
I feel like the biggest patsy since Oswald.
Jack, take a look at this
Don't
camera and
worry,
magnet
we'll
I
get
got.
you out of this mess. Then we
Wow,
can
is that a smiley
party.
face, bro?
He totally has his arm like around Jack.
Thanks,
It's
Jack.
crazy.
Thanks for
Kinda
believing me.
close.
And then
Now,
Jack's
don't get
arm's
all
like kind of on
mushy
top
me.
of him there.
I'll meet you right here after your doctor's appointment. Until then, hang loose.
Hang loose. Now
Wow.
I know he's cool. Off to the proctologist.
Shit. What is up my ass? Don't sit on the
Oh, that was some great motorcycle animation. Oh, did you miss it?
Well, believe us, it was awesome.
Even though I grew up in this town, I still find that a map helps me get
This
to
is
places.
the world map.
That's a map?
That's a map.
Mike, about maps.
I just figured 5 pictures and a rabbit's foot will do it.
Maybe if I stop by the sunglasses first.
The circus is 2 sunglasses away from my house.
I wonder when it's going to finally open.
Oh, the carnival's closed, unfortunately.
I can tell by the giant
I
padlocks.
see some carnival people working behind the gate. Looks like they're going to open up soon.
I didn't do it, carnival people! I didn't kill my girlfriend! Okay?
There's gaps in the fence, like the gaps in my memory, right around the time of the murder.
It would be tough to break in and get a sneak preview of the carnival.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd ever
I
get
guess I'll
past the
have to wait until it
security.
opens.
Damn.
Wooden fence, 1 padlock. Well, might as well be Fort Knox.
How do we use that smiley face sticker?
Don't look at me, Mike. Let's just go behind the oil drum.
Well, off to the
To
pen.
the- To the mansion. Just off camera. Oh, wait.
Whoa.
That's some good transitional
I haven't been past the
animation.
Ramirez mansion in a long time.
It's the Ramirez
It's one of the
mansion.
town's oldest landmarks.
Oh, it's
They
not a
used to
church?
own all of the land around the park before they donated it to the
No,
town.
it's just got a neon cross. By the way, if Mike gets that, all the monsters on screen disappear.
Yeah.
Mrs.
And it becomes
Ramirez is
happy hour.
Obviously a God-fearing woman, and she wants everyone to know it too.
So she got a glowing cross. That'll do it. How is that knocking? Come on.
Ugh.
Excuse me, Mrs. Ramirez. May I talk to you?
I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
Yes, young man. What do you want?
What kind of accent is that
I was
supposed
just
to be?
admiring
I didn't kill Rita! I mean,
It is lovely, isn't it? It's over a century old. At one time, it was the only
I don't know if
building
I'm
around for
Irish or
miles.
Swedish or...
I-
Not really sure exactly.
I think I need
So
my
your
mom
family's
here to
been here a
chaperone
long
this
time?
conversation.
My late husband.
I think your accent is European mishmash,
Dead
ma'am.
and gone.
Oh,
It's
that's her
just
husband's
me
dead.
now.
No.
We've really learned
You
something.
must get lonely sometimes.
At least you have something to connect on. Oh,
No,
Wait, you
wait.
hear that? You must get
I have
lonely
my
sometimes.
church,
Whoa, what genre
my
is this?
books, and I have my money.
You want to come over and see my bear's pennant?
It must
But I
cost
have
a lot
my
to insure a
money.
place like this. My dad used to be in the insurance business.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The insurance business is a horrible career choice.
Worshipping nothing but the almighty dollar. Why they even tried to cheat me out of my husband's life insurance.
To shit you out of your
Why
husband's
they had to
what?
take them to court.
To cheat her out of her husband's life insurance. This is no way relevant to
I couldn't
anything.
help but notice all the religious icons you have.
All 4 of them, 3 of which you copy and paste, bought duplicates of.
Good flip
This
work.
town used to be a God-fearing community. But
Just
now I
use
don't
the smudge
dare
tool
to
there,
leave my
Ralph,
house
and nobody will notice.
Except to go to
Okay.
church.
Why do you think the town is corrupted by evil?
Because someone was
Why
murdered in
just
it.
stroll along the street, and you will find vice and decadence.
I'm sorry, there's no
behind
such thing as a
every
street,
door.
Miss Ramirez.
The
I have
church
5
is our only
photographs to
hope
show
for
it.
salvation. You do attend church, don't you?
What?
Would you like a happy face magnet?
Did you say something about a
I stopped
church?
going about a year ago.
You should go to church
Why would
every
someone
Sunday,
named Ramirez
at
have an
least.
accent like
And
this?
more often than that, when possible. There are dark forces at work here.
Uh-oh,
And
do you
your
think they're
soul
dark like
must be
alien forces
fortified
or
to
anything that we're gonna
resist
see in like an
temptation.
hour or so?
No.
Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez.
Ma'am, why are
I
none of your
appreciate
lights
time.
God be with you, young man.
This was a very important conversation that we just randomly knocked on someone's door for.
That must be.
Well, let me think about what just happened a little.
I'm sad.
Damn it, Mike was just killing time, hoping the carnival would be open.
Still.
Meanwhile, to the right of the carnival,
Kind of a violent carnival.
Oh my God. This is where Rita was murdered.
that's what her body felt like. And her leg is kind of grown
could
out
have
of the
done
hip.
this to
She
you.
died as she lived, dancing.
No single bottles here.
Rita and I used to have picnics here when we were in high school.
On the
High
one
school.
table in the park.
But 2 trash cans.
The trash cans are toxic waste containers.
We'll just have a bench out in the middle of the lawn.
It's still not open. Will my girlfriend's death never go unavenged?
This carnival holds all the clues I need. Now to
Hank's
head
diner
1
in the
pen
pool
over to the
next door played
diner.
A large part in my teenage years. I took
Hank's
Rita to the
hat
diner on our
pool.
first date when we
Coffee
were
mug
juniors
pool,
in
sorry.
high school.
I can't wait for that Ziz movie to come out that they're advertising on all the bus benches.
There's some hard cool pool there. Look at that 8-ball.
There's my standard animation for things.
It's too
Hank's
pixelated.
diner
Switch.
isn't the swinging place it used to be. But Hank still doesn't.
So-
There's
You
my
know-
girlfriend's chalk outline to get on the jukebox. No!
This jukebox is loaded with tunes from the 50s. Rita and I used to dance to some of them.
Yeah.
So
This
this
is so
place is going out of business,
One
huh?
of these songs
You
is
might as well
worth
just
spending
pick
a
Rita,
quarter
who
on.
I didn't
I'm not
murder.
as interested in music as I once was.
Well, no one's eaten here since I last cleaned the counter, but...
Yep, 3 identical ketchup bottles with giant caps. That
How's it
sounds
going,
about
Hank?
right.
My back's been acting up. Otherwise, not too bad.
I'm an 80-year-old man in a 20-year-old's body.
I'm still bummed out about what happened
I'm so
last week.
bummed over that murder.
Rita was a real pretty girl. I remember you two sipping your sodas and holding
Even
hands
though
under
I'd
the
be
table
like
when you were
6.
kids.
Who do you think murdered Rita?
Investigation.
Well, I
Wow.
can't imagine it was
Just
anyone
gonna hold
around
a
here.
poll, basically.
Poor sick dude, whoever he is.
Sick? Murder isn't a disease. It's evil.
Relax, Mike. It's just a figure of speech. I don't think anyone's going to show the killer
We
any
have to-
compassion when they catch up with him.
He had to really explain to us what a
Have
figure
you
of
heard any
speech
more about the
was.
Actually, you
investigation?
need to work on your social skills.
Deputy Brown stopped by to get some coffee and donuts on his way to Rita's
I'll just
place.
shake my head while I
He was
talk
saying
and you
the
nod
FBI
while you
might
talk.
be
How's that
calling.
sound, Mike?
Doc Larson was telling us some pretty grisly stuff.
Well, actually, no, he's drying his hands from nothing. And
I heard about the FBI from the sheriff.
Say, Mike.
The sheriff told me what the
weren't you
FBI
with Rita
is.
the night she was killed?
No, Mike,
Rita
it's
was
a
my
metaphor.
date
It's
to
a
the high
means of
school
comparison without using the words like or as.
Well, what happened? She got killed in the park near the Ramirez mansion. Didn't you walk her home?
Why don't we talk about it over a bottle
I
of
can't
ketchup?
remember about that night, Hank.
Why is he telling everyone about this?
Mike, you and I go way back. As a friend,
I was the
telling
barber
you
in the
you
first
better
game.
Start remembering quick. Deputy Brown was saying that the sheriff doesn't want to waste any time on this case.
So he's just gonna talk to you
I'm
directly.
seeing Dr. Sims in a short while. Maybe he can jog my memory.
Look, are you gonna order something?
Money on head shrinkers, Mike.
Yeah, seriously.
Whenever I forget something, I just
By the way, just
retrace
spoiler
my
alert.
steps.
We can't get food here.
Oh,
As much as he keeps
What did
talking
Doc
about
Larson
it.
have to say?
we don't sell that
He
here.
wouldn't go into any details because he wants to keep certain things.
You
from
want
the
ketchup
public.
or cream for your
I
coffee? I
haven't
got
seen
some of
Doc
that,
Larson
but...
so excited since that other murder.
What other murder? Oh, well.
What other murder?
Another murder I didn't commit?
Old man Ramirez.
Oh, yeah.
Died in
I
a fire
can't
a
remember what
few
happened
weeks
that
back
day
and left his
either.
wife a very rich widow.
In fact, any crime that's
Hey, how
happened in
Rita
this
died
town in
so
the
close
past
to
year.
his house.
Why is the jukebox doing
I don't
that,
see
by the
anything
way?
funny about Rita's death.
Sorry, Mike. I forgot that you two were friends. It's just that
What?
Rita and
What?
I thought they were-
Ramirez were, well, friends.
I can't tell if
Some
they
folks
actually
saw 'em
did
walking
date
in the
or
park
that they
together.
didn't, and Mike Dawson's kind of pathetic.
I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. In this
Yeah,
case.
that's kind of the
believe it.
winning one.
Rita wouldn't fool around with a married man.
Not after I ask her
Just
out.
gossip. Forget I ever said anything.
Look at this mustache I'm sporting. I mean, come on, who can resist that?
And
Rita
this
was
jacket
murdered
and
in a public
jeans,
park.
right?
How could they keep
It
these
looks so
details
good, I
secret?
never take them off, ever.
Even when I
Doc Larson
sleep.
had her body moved to the morgue before dawn.
How would the
Brown
diner
said he
guy
wasn't
know
too
that?
happy about that.
I should know. I'm the
Give him a
mortician
chance to
too.
examine the crime scene first.
He puts on a wig. I'm also your mother.
I lost my appetite.
You don't look well,
You
Mike.
get the hell out of the
Why don't you
diner.
go for a walk?
You're a tough sell, Mike Dawson.
I think I'll just do that,
Please,
Hank.
just have a money
See you
Chris
later.
Carlo or Happy
Take care,
Waitress or
Mike.
something. Alright, well, we're done here.
You're dead to me, diner man.
And now I'm just gonna walk out the other direction.
Man, I should invest in more paper towels.
That was my first and only customer in a week. Well, guess I better play pool while I wait for that
I used to hang
carnival.
out in the pool hall with the tough kids once in a while. I thought I was cool.
Like Jack.
Maybe then Mom will respect me.
God, I genuinely feel bad for this video game character.
I feel bad for this video game.
Here's Jimmy Gardner and Melissa Fleming. Jimmy's the type of loser I'd expect to see in a place like this.
I thought he was a tough guy.
But it's surprising to find the mayor's wife here.
Oh, what? Small town politics, I smell.
Jimmy went to
Damn.
high school with me. He was a straight-A student and
He's
football
just
star.
like thinking
dropped out and
about,
became a
like
loser.
while staring at this
We
guy.
were friends
He
then,
is putting
but certainly
every
aren't
geometric
now.
scenario in his head right now.
Mike, I'm doing every permutation I could do on how I could hit these.
What's up, Gardner?
I'm
What
a
do
pool
you
player,
want,
actually.
doofus?
Whoa!
How about a game of pool?
No, we couldn't
Crap,
program that.
Dawson.
I mean,
we might have been friends once, but that was a long time ago.
yeah, I'm really sure Mike was friends with the cool kids.
What
I
happened
thought
to
he was
you?
a loser.
You were a straight-A student until you dropped out.
I
guess
look like
I'm
I
just
have a
the
Hitler
town's
mustache
bad
right now.
seed. You went off to college and joined the establishment. I stayed here and became a statistic.
And chalked the hell out of this pool cue.
We were friends in high
That
school.
girl, that woman in the
are you
background,
so
by the way,
angry
is a
with me?
cigarette that will never end.
Let's just say that you and I don't share the same interests anymore.
Is that a thinly
You're a
veiled
real
homosexuality
tough guy now,
knock?
aren't you, Jimmy?
You got that right, chump. I'm the local wise guy, so stay out of my way.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I'm sure a guy who calls
Interest
himself the
these
local
days
wise
aren't
guy is
exactly
in fact the
on the up and
local
up.
wise guy.
So
Yeah.
what?
By
There's
the
a lot
way,
going on in
I'm
this
quote
town that ain't
unquote
exactly on the
mobbed
up and
up.
I'm a bit of a loose cannon, they would
Tell me,
say.
Jimmy.
If
How
you've
come the
ever
sheriff
seen
leaves you
The
alone?
Sopranos, maybe.
That's easy.
I'm like the guy on DVD
that
too.
Flatfoot doesn't know his butt from
You'll
an
find me all
armadillo,
over TV
but I got the
tropes.
goods on him. He doesn't bother me.
So he's got stuff to blackmail the sheriff.
Was the
Who
sheriff
cares?
involved in some sort of scandal?
I'll just ask you
Forget
about
it, Dawson. If I tell you, you'll spread it all over town. Then
What
what
kind
good
of
would
tough
it
guy
do me?
attitude is that?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yes,
you're gonna
you
tell
will.
everybody. By the way,
Yeah,
don't tell that.
get
Don't
out
tell
before
Paul
I
I
throw
like
you
her.
out.
Get out before